Hi, this is Suzanne from Holiday Travel. Thank you for joining us today on our episode of Travel Talk. Joining me today is Katelyn Foley from Hard Rock Hotels in the Caribbean in Mexico. Thank you, Katelyn, for joining us.
Thank you.
So, Hard Rock, Caribbean, Mexico, tell us a little bit about what it is, what makes you different than some of the other Hard Rock hotels that people may be familiar with.
Sure. So I'll kind of back up and start and talk about the AIC Hotel Group, which is my company that I work for. We own the 4 all-inclusive Hard Rock hotels. So that includes Hard Rock Cancun, Hard Rock Riviera Maya, Hard Rock Vallarta in Mexico, and Hard Rock Punta Cana in Dominican Republic. We're all-inclusive, so it means all your meals, all your drinks, all your snacks, your entertainment. At Hard Rock, we're a little bit different, like you asked, what separates us from the rest is number one, for sure, the entertainment. We don't shut down. We don't close the lights out at 9 o'clock at night. We get the party started at 9. In addition to that, we also are a resort for everybody. So we're not a wild and crazy party hotel experience. We just have a little bit of everything for everyone.
So you have some that are adults only, some that are geared towards families and anybody, girls' weekend away or bachelor parties.
Yeah, I mean, all of the hotels are really geared to anyone, whether that be couples, singles, multi-generational families. That seems to be a trend lately, where the grandparents are bringing their kids, kids. So we do have an adult-only option at Hard Rock Riviera Maya. There's 2 sections to that hotel. We have the Hacienda section, which is family, and we have the Heaven section, which is adult. So if you want that adult-only all-inclusive experience, we have that available to you at Hard Rock Riviera Maya. So at Hard Rock Riviera Maya on the Hacienda side for the families, we have rock climbing wall, we have a monkey experience, we have tennis, we have the Cavern Club, which is our teen center with foosball, pool tables, video games. So there's a lot to do for the kids. I think, when consumers first see, Hard Rock name, they think music, they think cheeseburgers, they think Hard Rock Cafe. We do it all very differently at Hard Rock. Again, we're definitely geared for the family vacation, for any type of vacation.
Fabulous. And quite often people think all-inclusive, all they think of is buffets.
Yes.
It's a buffet with 4,000 items on it that they don't like half of them.
Yes.
Hard Rock, it has a couple of buffets, but a lot of it are the a la carte restaurants.
Yeah, so for instance, going back to Hard Rock Riviera Maya, since we were just talking about that, we have the 2 sides, we have 5 restaurants on each side. We have the market, which is our international buffet. That's at all of our hotels. Breakfast, lunch, dinner. But like you mentioned, we do have a la carte restaurants, which include Italian, French, teppanyaki cuisine, and sushi at Zen, which is our just such an unbelievable experience. It's more of a dining experience than just going to have dinner. We have pizza, probably just such great pizza, probably the best you're going to find.
Normal pizza, that's
You one would not think that, and then so it covers all type of cuisines. My favorite is Ipanema, which is a Brazilian steakhouse. So where they come around, where they have the skewer of beef, chicken, pork, sausages, you name it. You have the little. They slice it right onto your plate. You have the little red or greens, and feed me more, keep it green. I'm full, I'm stuffed. Just turn over to the red. And the service there is unbelievable. It's you would think that an all-inclusive you're not going to get great service because of the buffets or maybe because of the size of our hotels, but spot on. I just returned back from Hard Rock Punta Cana, and just before that I was at Hard Rock Riviera Maya, and I can't say enough about the service.
Good. You don't need to make reservations for the dining?
We actually don't take reservations. Just
if you're hungry
first
at 5,
come, first
you eat
serve.
at 5. If you're hungry at 8, you eat at 8.
Right. And so with the options of restaurants, and in addition to that, we have 24-hour room service in every single room there. So you don't have to be in your top room category suite to get the 24-hour room service. There's food everywhere, all day, all night. You will not go hungry, that is for sure. There's little areas, like I mentioned, I just got back from Hard Rock Punta Cana. You go through the main lobby, and there's a big coffee shop, I guess you'd call it, where you can get offerings of bacon and French toast, and right in the lobby. So if you kind of want to do a grab and go type of thing, you have that, or you can go, down the boulevard closer to, right into the market, or you can have an a la carte meal as well for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Good. And alcohol, it's top shelf alcohol?
Top shelf, and it's flowing all day, all night. And then, for the kids, the juices, the sodas, once you get there, you don't have to set limitations with your kids unless, of course, you want to. It's
Right.
like, if you want ice cream, go get it, and
Right.
they can serve themselves. If you
and
want
they're not
more
digging
soda,
in your pocket to pay for it.
right, and
Yeah.
and there's, you don't have to carry your wallet around or
Right.
think, oh my gosh, how much am I going to spend?
Exactly, yeah.
I've already spent X
Yeah.
amount when I'm,
Yeah.
to get here. But it's just
Yeah.
keep going, keep eating, keep drinking,
Yeah.
so try everything.
Good. That's a
So.
good time to try something. Quite often people will say, "Oh, I don't need an all-inclusive. I don't drink a lot," but it's the time to try it.
It
if you
is.
want to try a drink and not have to pay for it, but if you don't like it, then
That's okay.
you move on to the next thing.
Yeah, and if you
Yeah.
can't decide between two meals, if you want, the lasagna or the
Yeah.
steak at Chow, which is our
Yeah.
Italian restaurant, get both. Why not?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
So one of the fabulous things about your resorts is all the memorabilia.
It's pretty cool. Yeah, it is. In Punta Cana, there's a Madonna lobby where you have this huge, Madonna limousine, and it's all like mirrors,
Okay.
and that's really cool to walk through and kind of go back in time.
Yeah.
To the Beach Boys, the Beatles, and then walk down the hall and see Kiss and
There's Elvis.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Christina Aguilera.
Yeah.
In the lobby at Hard Rock Cancun, you have Snoop Dogg, you have Britney, and then you've got a Led Zeppelin drum set.
Yeah.
So I appreciate it every time I go there.
Yeah.
And again, looking at it kind of just takes you back to that era.
Yeah. And does the memorabilia move around?
It does. We actually lease, or every Hard Rock, whether it be cafe, hotel, casino, every Hard Rock leases the memorabilia for 7 years.
Oh, okay.
And then they move it around. So
Yeah.
it's funny that you asked that, because it just got brought up on my trip last week, is how does this limousine get out of this lobby?
Right.
It got in, so it's got to get out.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Hard Rock, Punta Cana, I'm not exactly sure, but I think they're coming up to that 7-year mark of
Yeah.
having to move the memorabilia around. So
Yeah.
maybe the next time you're there, you'll see
Right.
all different memorabilia.
So it keeps guests coming back because it's something a little bit different.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Room categories, do you have suites? Are they junior
Yes.
suites?
Yeah, we have, your entry-level room categories depending on what hotel that you're staying at.
Yeah.
All the way up to family suites, presidential suites. We have 3-bedroom suites. Again, we're accommodating all different types of vacationers,
Yeah.
whether it be extended families, maybe a group of girlfriends going down, bachelor parties, bachelorette parties. They can figure it out. We have king-size beds
Okay.
and double beds as well, and we guarantee that. So when you check in, you get to your room, you're going to get the bed that you paid for.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the 4 resorts, Cancun, what's it known for? Is it fabulous beach? It's close to the airport.
It's about 20 minutes from the airport,
Okay.
25 minutes from the airport.
Yeah.
It's on a beautiful stretch of beach,
Yeah.
gorgeous, white, powdery. The water is crystal clear.
Yeah.
And for Cancun, really, you're going to have a good time. You're in Cancun, you're on the hotel strip, the zone, and
Yeah.
it's right when you walk into the hotel, you feel the energy, and you're like, all right, here we go.
This
is my
vacation.
vacation,
This is
and this is
yeah.
how it's going to be. And
Yeah.
the music's going, the entertainment staff is
Yeah.
crazy, fun
Yeah.
and interactive. You're going to be a part of it.
Yeah.
And the food there is fabulous.
Yeah.
What I heard was that it's the second best cuisine in all of Hard Rock brand.
Wow.
So you're going to get great food
Yeah,
there.
I guess you're not going to starve to death.
Nope, not at all. And I was there just about 2 or 3 weeks ago, and the pizza's coming out of the brick pizza oven, and the coconut ice cream. That was
Wow.
one of the best ice creams I've ever
Fabulous.
had. Yeah.
And then a little further down the road is the Riviera Maya.
Yeah.
As you mentioned, there's 2-section adult and a family or anybody.
Yes. So just about an hour south of the airport, and Riviera Maya, if you've ever been to the Playa del Carmen area, it's
Yeah.
about 20 minutes south of that. 2 sides to the hotel. Again, you have the Heaven section, which is adult only. What's really cool about that hotel is you really do experience an adult only concept.
Yeah.
So you get Heaven nightclub, Heaven bar, which is about 70 seats. It's the most impressive bar I've ever seen, let alone ever seen at an all-inclusive.
Yeah.
Far above and beyond anything,
Yeah.
Down in Mexico
Yeah.
or the Caribbean.
Yeah.
And then you go, down a set of stairs into Heaven nightclub, and there's VIP seating, and there's a swimming pool. It's not really a swimming pool, I should say. There's a pool in the center and 2 jacuzzis, DJ booth. So you just walk in, you're like, whoa. And what's great about that hotel is nobody wants to go to a bar or a nightclub and there's 2 or 3 people. There's 10 people. You're kind of like crickets, you know, like this isn't fun. Let's go to the next spot. Yeah. Every time I've been there, it's a full house. 200 people, they're dancing, they're in the VIP sections, they're drinking champagne. After, several cocktails, maybe they'll go into the pool. We've had brides and grooms go into the pool with their, tuxedos and wedding gown on. So it's just a lot of fun every time. Great music. And then, like I mentioned, on the Hacienda side, it's definitely more family focused. We have the Little Big Club. We have live shows on stage, which include Barney, Bob the Builder, Angelina Ballerina, and Thomas the Tank Engine. So you get to experience that. And, we have character breakfast, which is also part of the all-inclusive.
Fabulous. Yeah. Good. And then Puerto Vallarta, which is the west side of Mexico, the Pacific side.
Yeah, and we're in Riviera Nayarit, so about 25 to 30 minutes north of Puerto Vallarta. We're about 15 minutes from the airport. So I know coming from, the East Coast, getting to the West Coast, it's not a short day, but it's worth the trip because just the scenery alone is amazing. You have mountains on both sides, obviously beautiful sunsets being on the West Coast. The water is, fairly calm. It's similar to the water and the sand that we have up here. But the hotel is a very different feel compared to Hard Rock Punta Cana or Hard Rock Riviera Maya or Cancun. It's a little bit more laid back, relaxed. I call it more of like a flip-flop rock and roll type of experience. The service is outstanding. It's about 360 rooms, so it's, again, a much smaller scale than the other. But youngest chef in all of Hard Rock right now is there. So he's coming out with amazing, just art, that not only looks good, but it tastes incredible. And they do like a fish lunch each week where the fishermen will take nets out of the ocean with fish. They'll clean it up and they'll serve it to you right from the grills on the beach. So it's a really cool experience. When I was there in December, I thought it was just for us as a sales team. No, it was open for the entire hotel guests. So really cool. So
I had customers that were there over the winter, and they went, I think it was a little bit north of there, to a place where they were doing windsurfing or
There's a lot to do. I'm not sure if this is where they went, but every time I've gone, we've gone to a town called Sayulita.
That's what it was called. Thank you.
Which is probably one of the coolest places I have ever been to. Very chill, very laid back, kind of hipster. We throw that term around now. You can surf, you can play volleyball, drink, eat. The food is outstanding. The shopping is great. It's just one of those places that every time I'm in Vallarta, I have to go to Sayulita.
It's something different too. It's not your average.
It's not
destination.
Cancun. It's not, commercialized.
Exactly. Yeah.
So it's kind of rustic, and every time I have met somebody that's going there, whether it be I tell you as a travel agent or tell the consumer, you have to go to Sayulita. You have to go. Figure out how to get there. You'll go. So.
Yeah, good. And then last but not least, we've got Punta Cana.
Yes.
Which is Caribbean, Dominican Republic.
Yeah. So it's great from Boston. Just like Cancun, you're getting direct flights from Boston. So it's about a short 4-hour flight, about 25 minutes from the airport. And beautiful stretch of beach. I mean, gorgeous, huge, long, wide. It's never ending. You can just keep walking. You have the little palapas on the beach. We have beach and pool service there, which is great. It's a big hotel. It's about just under 1,800 rooms. But what's great about it is that there's something to do for everybody. Those multi-generational families, destination weddings, everybody's going to be happy because there's something for everybody. So you kind of just know that it's a larger hotel, but understand that everyone that's going down there is having a good time. They have 19, bars and restaurants, 13 pools, lazy river, rock climbing wall, mini golf.
You got to specify.
You got to specify which
exactly.
one.
Yeah.
And you have the casino there, which is the largest one in the Caribbean.
Okay.
It's impressive, about 45,000 square feet of game space.
All right.
And then inside the casino, you have Club Oro. So you have another nightclub, which first time I experienced it was last week. And it was, again, very similar to Club Heaven. There's hundreds of people there. There's go-go dancers. That is not part of the all-inclusive. But it's definitely an experience that everybody has to take part of when they're at Hard Rock Punta Cana.
Yeah, fabulous.
Yeah, great shopping there as well. You have the Boulevard, which stretches between one end of the hotel to the other.
Yeah.
And then there you have the restaurants, cafes, shops, you have the spa, you have the gym, which is very, very big.
Yeah.
And impressive. For a gym in the Caribbean, you don't expect to see TRX or Rip Trainer.
Oh, wow.
Or Kaiser spin bikes,
Yeah.
if anybody's fitness out there.
Yeah.
And then we just added actually to Hard Rock Riviera Maya and Hard Rock Punta Cana the Les Mills program. So fitness buffs out there that go to local gyms that
Yeah.
have Les Mills and take part in Body Pump, Body Combat, RPM, Body Vive.
Yeah.
We now offer that at Hard Rock Punta Cana and Hard Rock
Okay.
Riviera Maya.
Good.
Yeah.
And kids programs at all of the resorts?
At all of
except
them.
for obviously Heaven, but
Exactly, but at Hacienda and Riviera
Yeah.
Maya we do. So we have the Little Big Club, which is open for kids really between, babies up to 12 years old.
Okay.
However, any child under 4 needs to be accompanied by an adult.
okay.
We want to keep that family experience. We do have babysitting available as well
Yeah.
through the Cancun nanny service.
Okay.
They're all certified, first aid, CPR,
Yeah.
all, background checks
Qualified.
and everything.
Yeah.
They're all qualified,
Yeah.
yes. And then we have what we have is the ultimate playtime package as well, which is great. A couple different options. For the babies especially, it's awesome. We include 3 hours of babysitting for up to 3 nights a week, so 9 hours of babysitting.
Yeah.
We offer a crib, stroller. We offer an electric sterilization machine for the bottles, 25 Huggies diapers. So it's an add-on package
Right.
that families
Okay.
can purchase, but it makes it very easy
Then
to
you're
travel
not
with
carrying
kids.
everything with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and then we have at our hotels, we also have the Cavern Club, which is our teen center.
Okay.
So we have, like I mentioned, foosball, pool tables, Xbox game center. So, and then in Punta Cana, we have an arcade. Every time we pass the arcade, are you sure it's part of the all-inclusive? No quarters, no tokens. No,
Yeah.
you can go in there and play all you want.
Wow.
So, yeah. And in addition to that, we have, tennis, we have beach volleyball, pool volleyball,
Yeah.
basketball. So we've got a little bit
guess-
of everything for
yeah.
everyone.
Yeah, I can't think of what you would be missing.
Well, what we're missing now at Hard Rock Punta Cana and Hard Rock Riviera Maya is Camp Woodward, which is actually being built right now at Hard Rock
Okay.
Riviera Maya. So we're adding Camp Woodward to those 2 hotels. It's going to be, Camp Woodward as it is now is like an extreme sports center.
Okay.
So skiing, skateboarding, BMX bike.
Oh, wow.
And we're bringing that to our hotels, which will be the best offering for that teenage,
Yeah.
tween age group.
And they're
But it's
hard
going to be open for kids and adults and
Okay.
everyone in between.
Yeah.
So we actually get to experience next month, which I'm excited to do.
Oh, good.
So I'm a little nervous. I don't
can
ski.
imagine. Yeah.
Not that they'll be skiing at Hard Rock, but we're going to
Yeah.
have a snowboard simulator there.
Okay.
So, and again, that's going
Yeah.
to be at Hard Rock Punta Cana and Hard Rock Riviera Maya.
Okay. On the Hacienda side?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good.
So, yeah, good things are coming.
So when you stay at a Hard Rock hotel, depending on how many nights you're there, you get a resort credit.
Yes. So everybody gets a resort credit when they stay with Hard Rock. Typically 7 to 8 nights. That's where we're seeing most of the travelers staying.
Right.
They get an $1,800 resort credit.
And that's per room, not per person.
Per room, correct. So what they can use that towards is spa. They can use all of it towards a spa. We don't have
Oh, wow.
restrictions. So it's not like,
Okay.
you can only use this coupon here. It's not a coupon booklet. There's no restrictions.
Yeah.
So $1,800, they can use it towards a spa. A lot of people use it towards golf, towards an excursion, so you can swim with the dolphins. We've taken the most popular excursions and offer them through our resort credit program.
Okay.
Upgraded bottles of wine, private dinners on the beach.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of options. Stores, we have 1,800 limitless resort credit shops at our hotels as well.
Okay.
So, for instance, I was actually able to use a resort credit last week at Hard Rock Punta Cana. I got a manicure and pedicure. And how it worked was you look at the spa menu, and it was $30 for a manicure, $34 for a pedicure. So $64 would be taken out of my $1,800 balance.
Okay.
And there is a charge of 20% on what you use.
Okay.
So
Only what you use.
Only what you use.
Yeah.
So Hard Rock is paying for 80% of what you want to do at Hard Rock, and not just at Hard Rock, but in the destination. So it's going to keep people
So if
coming
they want
back
to go off
for
zip
more.
lining, and that's an option, then
If that's
they can,
part of the resort credit, then
Yeah.
yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can do horseback riding in Punta Cana. You can go to Chichen Itza. It's a wonder of the world.
Oh, wow.
And
Yeah.
we're giving you 80%
Yeah.
to do that. So
Yeah.
it's a really cool concept. Again, it allows our guests to experience, again, the hotel and the destination,
Right.
instead of just going down there and saying, okay, well, this is it.
Yeah.
You know, so we encourage them to take part in the culture as well.
And
So.
you don't have to divide it evenly within the room. If there's 3 people in the room, it's not as if everybody
However
gets
they
600.
want to use it.
If someone does want
Yep.
to use any.
And for golfers out there too, we have an unlimited golf program.
Okay.
So if they want to golf every day or twice a day, you know, forfeit the resort credit and do unlimited golf, and they can play however much they want, and that's per person actually.
Okay.
So, you know, if husband and wife go, they're both golfers, they can golf however much they want. They just pay 20% of the green fees. So $40 to play golf at Hard Rock Punta Cana.
Right.
Nothing.
Yeah.
It's nothing.
Yeah.
So, and I actually took a lesson when I was there.
Did you?
I was terrible, but but after a few minutes with the pro, I got a little bit closer to the first flag.
Okay.
So if you want to do that, you can mini golf. That's more my speed.
Getting it through the windmill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not an easy course either, though. So, but again, something for everyone.
Yeah. Beach Butler, do you have people on the beach if you want to drink?
We have yes, pool and beach service.
Okay.
They do accept tips.
Yep.
So it's up to discretion. We do say in our pricing that tips are included.
Yep.
But we also have a rock royalty offering as well at our hotels, and that's our butler, if you will.
Okay.
But again, rock royalty is just an upgraded service.
Okay.
They can make dinner reservations. They can fill up your jacuzzi, you know, with the bubbles and the rose petals, and have that jacuzzi experience, because every room at Hard Rock has a double jacuzzi.
Okay.
You know, they can iron clothes, unpack your bags, you know, early check-in, you know, late checkout, depending on availability. So.
Yeah. Tips are included, as
Yes.
we mentioned.
Yep.
You said optional to the beach and bar service.
Yes, and everywhere. You know, service at dinner,
Yeah.
service at breakfast, lunch.
Yeah.
You know, if you have a favorite bartender, throw them a couple bucks.
Yeah.
You know, but it's up to the discretion of the guest.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
So we've got the 4 resorts. Anything new in the pipeline for resorts coming up?
Yes, we are very excited to be introducing 4 new hotels.
4. Wow.
Yes, we have 3 of the 4 are Hard Rock branded.
Okay.
The first one will be in Santo Domingo, so back in the Dominican Republic,
Okay.
a very different feel.
It's more of a city, isn't
it is a very city experience.
Okay.
This one will not be all inclusive.
Okay.
So we'll see. It's going to be a high tower, so it's not going to be, you know, low rise like some of our other hotels. It'll be a huge casino. It'll actually be bigger than the casino right now that we have at Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Punta Cana. So again, very different city experience, not all inclusive, and that should be opening in 2018.
Okay.
On all of these hotels are brand new builds as well, so we're not taking over hotels.
Yeah.
It's going to be all of ours.
Starting from scratch.
Starting from scratch, which can't get better than that.
Your design. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then we have Hard Rock Riviera Cancun. So we're going to make it a little bit confusing.
Oh,
We
wow,
have Hard Rock
okay.
Cancun, Hard Rock Riviera Maya,
Yeah.
and we're introducing Hard Rock Riviera Cancun
Okay.
in 2018.
All right.
It's going to be very impressive. 1,800 rooms, so it will be large. 5-acre swimming pool.
So 2018, where geographically is it? Is it closer to Cancun? Is it closer to Riviera Maya?
Just closer to Cancun. So
Okay.
it just about 15 minutes from the airport, 10 minutes from the airport, just
Okay.
before the Strip.
Okay.
So there's Riviera Cancun Golf Course.
Yep.
It's very close by, and that will be offered for our guests at Riviera
Okay.
Cancun.
Yeah.
And then we have Hard Rock Los Cabos.
Oh, Cabo.
So
Oh.
that's going to be exciting.
Yeah.
I'm excited for it because I've never been to Cabo.
Okay.
So selfishly, I'm very
So
excited for
Cabo's
that.
on the west coast. It's on
Yes.
the Baja Peninsula. It kind of hangs down from California.
Yes. Yep. It not a beach property.
Okay.
But again, starting from scratch, we're going to be able to do it right.
Yeah.
And then we'll have a Hard Rock golf course there as well.
Okay,
So
yep.
for golfers, another destination
Yeah.
that will be great for them. Also at Hard Rock Los Cabos will be Nobu Hotel.
Okay.
As the AIC Hotel Group, we've partnered with Nobu. So we'll have a Nobu Hotel offered at Hard Rock Los Cabos.
Yeah.
And then the 4th hotel will be called Unico. It's not a Hard Rock brand. It's our
Okay.
own design, our own idea, our own, hopefully soon to be collection.
Okay.
It's going to be adult only concept.
Yeah.
Very different than Hard Rock. Very local,
Okay.
if that makes sense.
Yeah.
A lot of local artisans, bringing the culture of Mexico to the hotel and
Okay.
allowing our guests to experience the culture of Mexico outside
Yeah.
the hotel. Handcrafted cocktails, 5 restaurants, all featuring different chefs.
Yeah.
Chefs on rotation, so each year as a guest comes back, there's going to be a new menu, new chef, new experience.
Wow.
Cigar rolling, ocean view rooms in 90% of the rooms, swim out rooms on the first floor suites.
Oh, wow.
And that is opening next year in March.
Okay. And I'm sorry, where is that again?
That is, I didn't mention that, just south of Hard Rock Riviera Maya.
Okay.
So it's about an hour and 10 minutes south of the airport,
Okay.
kind of on your way to Tulum.
Yep.
Beautiful stretch of beach.
Okay.
Beautiful, crystal clear, shallow
Yeah.
water. I am looking forward to that experience.
Yeah.
So it's really redefining the all-inclusive
It is, yes.
at Unico.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this has been great, Katelyn. Thank you so much for joining us today. I've learned a lot about Hard Rock, and I hope you've all learned a lot about Hard Rock, too. I am Suzanne from Holiday Travel, and I thank you for joining us today on Travel Talk.